So I thought today, instead of downloading and installing some Windows updates, I'm instead going to flick them off into the corner of Nowhere's land of the screen and play some Rowena's Curse. As you can see, there's some kind of Cthulhu statue surrounded by a courtyard of stone. I saw ham. It was delicious. So let us start a new game here. You know, I said I was going to do some smaller ones first, but everyone's like, gee, thanks for playing Rowena's Curse next. Yep, thanks for doing it next. So I feel bad. I might as well just do it now and kind of, yeah, yes. Well, anyways, there's some objectives which don't really make sense. What are you, some kind of monster? I'm turning into a monster. Anyways, these objectives do not really make sense because I'm going to read the intro, which happens to be in-game, and it's a carbon copy of the intro in the file, except for omitting the line. This takes place, like, during Thief 2 or maybe before, and, well, Sheriff Truett's alive anyway, so it's got some blue coats in it, it's got maybe some, like, different colored coats, some brown coats, you know, did I just hear you say, damn, you're wearing a brown coat? I mean, those blasted brown coats, they fought for freedom and all. So it's this here. Mr. Garrett, I never would have thought that I would need your services, but sometimes life has a few surprises in store for you. Perhaps you've already heard of me making my daughter Isabella marry Lord Bafford's son, Cedric. I made her marry the son because who cares about that? We don't really care about our daughter's happiness at all. They went to live in the country in the old mansion that belonged to Lord Bafford's great-grandfather. Bafford. However, strange things have been happening in the last few months. Sheriff Truett's men were already there because of the mysterious disappearance of two of the maids. Isabella vanished a few days ago as well. I recently received a strange message from Barker, the caretaker. He is certain that Isabella is still alive, and he urges me to do something about it without even giving me any proof or explanations, the bastard. Mr. Garrett, I want you to go there and find out what happened to my daughter. You will be well paid for your services, but if you manage to bring me back Isabella alive, you will receive such a reward that you will be able to retire for good. And make such an end as to be worthy of song. Start out by discovering what Barker knows, then find out what happened. I'm warning you now. Warning you, I have no intention of letting Sheriff Truett know that I don't trust him and his men at all. He would not be pleased if he knew I recruited a thief to finish the job he and his men cannot do. Therefore, if you are caught, I will not help you in any way, and I will deny any involvement. Good luck, Lord Carlisle. P.S. Isabella used to keep a diary. If you are able to find it, there should be some interesting information in it. One day, I will be actually able to do an accent, but at least it's a better English-type accent than Eric Idle had an American accent. Well, funnily enough, yes, the Parliament fell nearly 5 miles. Well, anyway, I seem to have accomplished an objective, which is not a very challenging objective, let's say, but now I have to read a diary and find out what Barker knows and get some loot, and I'm on normal difficulty, and God damn it. Okay, we started on expert. Good thing I noticed that. Now, anyways, I have to get 8,000 loot. 8, not 6. 6 is a lame number. Yes, 6 and 8 are 2 of the best episodes of the first series of Monty Python. Trivia. So I guess I have to get Lady Isabella out. This sound is pretty quiet. Maybe I'm just used to Rose Cottage, but it's pretty annoying me because the levels should be exactly the same. But that hole took me, like the first time I went through this mission, I found it right away. The second time, it took me like half an hour of looking to find that hole. It was quite humiliating, and now I seem to have gone underneath some kind of, you know, rooms. I seem to have gone underneath the bathrooms, and there seems to be a blatant ceiling there with absolutely no tunnels or pipes leading downward, but as you will see, the bathroom is right there, and it looks like they do lead downward, but the water is just above the wood or something, and I'm just babbling now, but it seems there is a welcome message, so what does it say? After discovering a hole in the outer walls, the turbine room is now to be locked at all times. A sentry will also be placed to guard the door day and night. Lieutenant Wilson. That's my, like, little sound. Yes, so anyways, there seems to be a sentry standing by this door, and I'm just going to pick the lock without him even noticing, and he's not even going to... He's looking for me. He turned around. What? That did not happen in my memory the other times I've played this, but I could be wrong. I mean, like... What? What? Why are you on second alert? Well, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference to me. I'm going to knock your ass out anyway. Not your head, though, just your ass, because I don't really like your ass. It's quite offensive to my sensibilities, and I need to get you out of the light quickly because, damn, these people are going to see. Now, this guy is Vlad the Impaler, so let us instead return the favor and impale him. Ooh, right in a sensitive area on a post. And I don't know why that guy alerted. I don't remember him alerting before, and I mean, I don't know, but it seems this mission is completely unghostable because the very first thing you encounter is a guy that you need to knock out, so it's all good. And, there is not one, but two guys there. One guy who walks an extremely short route in the bathroom for some reason. I don't know why you would patrol the bathroom. Seems a bit of a waste of resources to me, but I guess they've got infinite men, because if there's one thing I remember about this mission, it is a lot of dudes. There is Vinicius. He is Sid Vinicius, and he is in a punk band. I was going to say punk metal, but punk is not necessarily metal.
Jason, I wish I had taken your advice when you told me not to join the ranks of Sheriff Truart's guards. I shouldn't be stuck in this horrible place. We're staying in a filthy cellar with no lights or running water. There are lots of rats down here, and yesterday I also saw 2 big spiders. I can only hope that they are not venomous. Officially, we are here to investigate, but we aren't doing anything. All we're doing is patrolling the house day after day. The only good news is the new maid, Lizette. I'm telling you, Jason, she's really something. If only you could see her, but she's mine. I'm quite fond of her. She's very charming. Maybe one day I will summon the courage and declare myself to her like so. Hey, you, Lizette, I declare myself to exist. And she'll be all over me. I have many more things I wish to tell you, but I'm being summoned now. I'm on duty tonight. I shall write you soon with more news. Your friend, Willie the Taffer. No, not the Taffer, just Willie. There's a loaf of bread if I want to eat one, and there's a single broadhead arrow. It's kind of funny. I mean, I could really use 2 broadheads, but I might be able to snatch them up, and I forgot to even deal with this guy, which I do want to do, because you see, there are some things in this here bathroom, such as toilets, which I would like to frob. No, I mean, not toilets, but I would like to, in fact, take these water arrows, which I could probably do without getting this guy all up in the way. But anyways, he is Vincent van Gogh, which is apparently how you pronounce it. Anyways, this room contains 2 spiders that I remember, and there might also be something on the other side here, like perhaps a chest, but it is mightily hard to get there with only 1 broadhead and no sword, because you see, and also these spiders do kick up rather a fuss. And there are plenty of rats around here, as has already been stated, but I've just noticed it because I am the astute guy of the future. What is in the chest? I will rip open the chest and steal the heart because I am the romantic, and that is the way romantics behave. Now, there's probably some loot or something. However, if it's some other thing, I wouldn't be immersed. Well, it's a purse in a chest. Now, back in the days, purses did not used to be considered girly. You were free to say, my purse, if you were a man, and you would be like, have ladies all up on you saying, you're so manly. I don't know why they have a stereotypically campy gay lisp if they're ladies. It doesn't really make sense, Fen. But now I have 2 more broadhead arrows, and it's all pretty good. And I guess some of these might be locked or something. Ah, yes, well, that one is pretty great, and I get to pick the lock and get even more money. I am well on my way to being freaking Bill Gates over here. More like Bill Garrett Bates. Yeah. Wow. There's some loot, and there's a very odd number of loot. I now have 132 and more offensive weaponry here. And I'm hoping I don't wake this guy up. No, apparently not. Some of them do wake. Wow, they're giving like tons of offensive weaponry here, and yet I'm a thief, not a murderer, so don't kill any humans. I guess I'm supposed to kill non-humans. Huh. Putting it down right by him did not even wake him up. I thought that was like a joke chest, like, haha, now you have to put it down and wake him up. I saw her. I still can't believe it, but I know I didn't imagine it. I saw her with my own 2 eyes. I was patrolling the garden when she suddenly appeared out of thin air. She seemed to be staring right through me, at my very soul. Her lips slowly curled into a wicked smile. Dirty mind. It suddenly felt like all my muscles had turned to water. Strange metaphor. Those gleaming eyes, that evil smile. I was paralyzed with fear. When I finally snapped out of it, I ran away as fast as I could. Which could have been 5 minutes or 5 hours, I don't really know. I was headed in this direction when I ran into Barker. He asked me what had happened, but I just told him it was nothing. I just couldn't tell him. I can't tell anyone. They would all make fun of me if I told them about what I saw. Oh, how I wish I could leave this cursed place. What is it you saw to make you spooked so? Perhaps it was some kind of title character or something? Yes, this mission is called Rowena's Curse, and of course it is made by the real-life person going under the handle Lady Rowena. But hang on. I saw Silas open his hiding place under the stairs. If I could only discover where he keeps the key. Whereas the character of Lady Rowena is not some kind of blatant author placement, really, because they're quite different, whereas the real-life Lady Rowena is quite friendly and uses smileys a lot and is quite well liked. The character is quite vengeful and thing-shaped, and here is a lantern that you could place in midair, so if you're wanting to light the roof on fire and scare a bunch of old people who don't understand rap lyrics out of the building and expect anyone not to roll their eyes in the theater, haven't seen it, only heard about it, that is what you can do. And I seem to have missed this chest here and possibly some others on the sides. Yeah, yes, indeed, and I'm still, in fact, still in the basement and not even up onto the second floor, and I think another scroll. These damn nobles, they use golden plates to eat, whose value alone would be enough to feed a whole family for a month. I'm sure no one will notice if I take a few souvenirs, unquote, along with me. I found a perfect hiding place under the stairs. I'll put all the souvenirs on there. I will have to keep the key with me. Silas has a very weird accent, I got to say. Oh, yes, and that's that. Now, I seem to be down on the bottom floor. Now, let's see. This is, in fact, the bottom floor. There is the washroom. Here's where I come out. And there is, like, that one room, and there's the other, and there's some other type of room there. And I seem to have killed one spider, but not another. But, that's all right. I am now going up the stairs we go, and there are tons of guys in this mission. I am telling you, man, there are so many that you would not even believe. You would literally disbelieve me right to my face were I to tell you how many guards were here. Wow. Well, now everybody's overly sensitive for some reason. I don't know why. Did I kill a spider and it screamed like and all that stupid shit? I mean, look at these lights. There's like 1, 2, 4, 8, 12. There's like all lights all over the place, and I'm serious. I'm trying to like sort of get out, but there's light everywhere, and people are going to like be first alerted and stuff, and I really don't want that, do I? There's some dummies. Fortunately, these are not of the haunted variety, so we can use them for all our financially advising needs. And there's like another note there, and I seem to remember that leading into some cool place with bedrooms or something. Let me see here. It looks like this is a very detailed map. There's the barracks, you know, there's some kind of kitchen vertical text writing. You can sort of barely read it. Wilson's room, storeroom, to dungeon, sacristy. Yes, sacristy. That is an amazing word because, like, it's so obscure. I don't even know what it meant, and it sounds kind of like sacrilege, but I guess it means sacred or something. And I guess I'm here, so actually the thing I'm looking at probably doesn't lead to, like, any kind of rooms whatsoever except, like, a hallway or something, but perhaps I am simply looking at the wrong place. And this place is quite big. There's even a dungeon. It's got its own freaking dungeon. I mean, talk about fancy. You can put your prisoners in there and torture them to death. And there's a yellow moon, which is quite in contrast to the Seven Sisters' red moon. I think in the Lazy Project she should have a blue moon. That way it'll be like yellow, red, and blue, which are clearly the primary colors, except they are actually for paint. Daryl. Dimebag Daryl. Well, he's gone now. I shouldn't be making jokes about people what are gone now, but you see, I do so recall putting out this torch the first and the second times I played, standing in the dark here, and just knocking out English kindergartens as they come here. Man, that word is so offensive sounding. It's just it's just like Slarty Bart fast or something, but you know, like Slarty Bart slow. Look at the training dummies just sitting around everywhere for the decor thing, and geez,
there was a lot of guys here. I saw them walking, but they all seem to have walked into other places of the house. So I guess I'm just going to act like they're not here and totally get caught. And there's a guy's sword sticking right through the wall. That is the way to do physics.
I am staying in the library tonight. I do not want to be disturbed unless it's very, very, very important.
Good. So, I don't know if the library is actually over this way or if he's just posting it randomly around. However, there seem to be some guys behind me, so I actually have to be extremely quick about this now because I'm going to get seen and there's like bloody no darkness. I don't really have enough arrows to put off this and I'm just like motoring off at the moment. Ah, wow. Pitch blackness. This is good. I see that I was not seen, so... Oh, this is what I remember. It seems like it's supposed to be stairs, but I guess actually what I was looking at was... Man, this doesn't really make sense. There's supposed to be stairs there. Maybe I'm not in that courtyard. Perhaps I'm in some other courtyard. Maybe I'm there. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense. Maybe north is not north. Let's see. Where it doesn't even say what north is. Well, that's okay. I seem to want to knock out a lot of guys here. Because look at them all. Oh, there's the guy brigade.
No medals for false alarms.
No, you don't get medals for false alarms, but you do get a bop on the head, so... yeah. Well, I don't want you slaughtering me. Slaughter Bart fast. So, instead, I guess I'll just let you be, because I don't think this guy is coming into this door. No, I'm just going that way, so... Stop running off at the mouth. Wow. Basket full of moss arrows. That is a whole heck of a gosh darn lot. I'm telling you what. I don't have a sword, but it seems to me like maybe I'll get a sword. I seem to remember having a sword in this level, but can't quite remember where I would get it. I mean, mine seems to be broken or busted, if you like. Just switch off the lights, but the switch seems not to exist in this particular room. Well, this is some kind of library, perhaps a very small one, but nonetheless...
Another full moon, and I am still at the beginning. On my way here, I ran into Ethan. He looked quite troubled, as if he'd seen a ghost. I am worried that I may know who the ghost is. I'm going to spend the night in the library. I have not given up my search yet.
I don't know who these people are, so, like, who knows what voices I should be doing, but there are apparently, I mean, that's not one of them, but there are apparently some loot-like candlesticks and other pieces in this mission that cannot be taken and are merely for decoration. I don't think I've encountered them yet, but I will encounter them shortly, no doubt. Next time, I will be finishing, well, not finishing, but continuing exploring the mansion and hoping to find a $15,000 check under the door before burning the building down. See you guys tomorrow.